Hello friends, welcome to the Cool Vedas, that's Veda School. In the last video we saw how Vishwamitra became a Brahmana from being born as a Kshatriya. Today, let's listen into the story of Vishwamitra and Vasishtas' power duel as Angaparna narrates it to Arjuna at the banks of Ganga Nadi. Now, this story has been mentioned in Chaitraratha Parva in Adi Parva. Let's listen along and find out the tussle between Vishwamitra and Vasishta. So, in the olden times, there was a king in this world named Kalmashapada who was from Ikshvaku race. He was a very powerful king. The great Vishwamitra and Vasishta Rishi both had desired to have this king as their Shishya. Anyway, one fine day, Kalmashapada went into the woods for hunting, and in those deep woods, the king slew many deers, bears, and even rhinoceros. After a long time of hunt, the king became very exhausted and thought of taking some rest. As the king was afflicted with hunger and thirst, he was proceeding through the woods. He came across Saktri, the illustrious son of Vasishta, the eldest of Vasishta's 100 sons. The king, seeing the ascetic Saktri coming towards him from the opposite direction, rudely ordered the rishi. "Stand out of our way," he said. The rishi, however, politely replied, "O king, this is my way. This is the eternal rule of morality indicated in every treatise on duty and religion. That is, that a king should ever make way for Brahmanas." Thus, both the rishi nor the king was not ready to stand back. Stand aside," were the words they said unto each other. The rishi, who was in the right, did not move, nor did the king give him away from pride and anger. Soon the king was overcome by anger at this rishi who refused to give him way and acted like a rakshasa by striking the rishi with his whip. Thus whipped by the monarch, the best of rishis, the son of Vasishta, Shaktri's senses became clouded with anger, and he cursed Kalmashapada, saying, "O worst of kings, since you behaved like a rakshasa by hitting a rishi, you shall from this day become a rakshasa who eats human flesh. You will wander on this earth as a cannibal, O king." Saying this, Shaktri cursed the king to become a human eating rakshasa. Right at that moment, Vishwamitra, between whom and Vasishta there was a dispute about the discipleship of Kalmashapada, reached the place where the king and Shaktri were quarreling. And by his spiritual power, he deduced all that had happened there. Vishwamitra made himself invisible and stayed at the spot watching them. Meanwhile, the king came to know that this rishi who cursed him was Vasishta's son, and he was as powerful as Vasishta himself. Then the king began to please the rishi in order to save himself from the curse. Seeing this, Vishwamitra, fearing that the king and the rishi would make up their quarrel, quickly ordered a rakshasa to enter the body of the king. Thus, a rakshasa named Kinkara entered the king's body in obedience to Shaktri's curse and Vishwamitra's command. And knowing that the rakshasa had entered the king, Vishwamitra quietly left the spot and went away. Now, what will happen to this great king who is now possessed by a rakshasa? And what about Vasishta's son, Shaktri? Let's read along and find out more about this. Please like, share and subscribe our channel for more Mahabharata stories. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you. Namaste.